many were here at the auction last night? Ooh, that was a great time, great time. So we're having a little bit of a change in some plans this morning because our pianist Arson has not appeared. Luckily, I've got this. We have 2 musical numbers in the service that are going to be, we'll just hum through or whatever, unless you have something with you that you want to come and jump in if we hope he's okay. Okay, so any choir members who'd like to join me up here for our opening hymn of Love Will Guide Us. And this was folk singer and writer Sally Rogers wrote these words to a traditional American tune. And tunes get named for their tunes, so you can use this tune to write other words. This tune, come on up, Kat. Come on up, Kat. This name was named for Olympia Brown, who became the first woman to be ordained a Universalist minister in the late 1800s. Yeah. Just in case. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. Hey.
Good morning. Is everyone awake? So I'm John Palumbo. My pronouns are he, him, and I am your worship leader today. What you just heard was Reveille, which signals the start of the day in the military and has greeted me just about every morning for the past 21 years. So as we share with you what service has meant to me and my family, I couldn't think of a more fitting way to start today's service. On another note, just wanted to say, in the military, we have a saying that no plan survives first contact. So appreciation to Carolyn reacting to the change in plan and pulling out that ukulele. I'd now like to invite my daughter Gio up to read our covenant.
Good morning. Yeah, gotta bring the energy for my dad makes you cry. Anyways, my name is Giovanna Palumbo and my pronouns are she, her. Join me as we recite our covenant and my mommy, lights our chalice. Yeah. If you're watching remotely and have a chalice with you, please light it with us. Love is a doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to share our strength in fellowship, thus do we covenant. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome to worship and welcome home. In all the wonders that make up your uniqueness and in all of the beautiful traditions that shape our spiritual life, you are welcome here. The Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Phoenix strives to be a spiritual community for our time, one that is theologically diverse, radically inclusive, and justice-centered. If you're new here, we are so glad you found us. Anybody new today? All right. You are welcome. We are glad you found us and hope that in this community you can experience the warmth and love of this congregation. Each Sunday is very different, and this one is no exception. So please come back a few times to really get to know us. Here at UUCP, we put our mission into action when we discover together what it means to be human. We have 3 announcements today about all the different things that are going on at UUCP and the ways that you can embrace joy and defining our future. From the Civic Engagement Team, our hub for the abortion access petition is up and running in Office 2 every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. If you have been trained, pick up petitions or turn them in there. Sign up for the training on our website. The Blue Holidays class will begin this Thursday, November 16th at 6:30 on Zoom. There is a link in Compass to register on the website. And lastly, I'd like to invite Vicki Myers up to talk about our deep dive discussions.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Victoria Myers. My pronouns are she and her. And Carol Ackerson and Susan Goldsmith, our capacity building team, have been working with the Board of Trustees, have been asked to put together a decision framework to help us plan for the future of UUCP. This is important work. The first part of the plan is to ground us in our mission to be a spiritual community for our times, theologically diverse, radically inclusive, and justice-centered. One of the ways they've been doing this is through some deep dive discussions. Some of you may have heard this called framework. They have 2 more sessions scheduled. One is today, where Donna and I will be leading it in room 11, right after service, starting at noon. And room 11 is down the hall just past the Johnson room. The final opening session is next Sunday before service from 9 to 10:30. There's also a group of other facilitators who can meet with your groups. And if you're interested in having a deep dive discussion with your group, maybe you have a small group that meets, let Susan or Carol know by emailing them at framework@phoenixuu.org. Themes are what is important to us, about what's important to us for UUCP are beginning to emerge from these discussions. It's really important that we hear from everyone. So whether you're here today, you're watching online, find a way to get your voice heard. You can also let them know by filling out a dream sheet. They're on the chairs here, and there's a box in the back to put them. This week's ask, what's your most audacious dream for UUCP? Just fill it out. Place it in one of the dream boxes in the back of the sanctuary, and they're also in the Johnson room, you can put it. The capacity building team, Susan and Carol, are thanking all the facilitators for making this happen and saving the essential data. And we want to thank all of you who have shared your information, your ideas with us. This is phase one, and this brainstorming component is critical that we hear from all of you. In the coming months, this group is going to report back on the project's results and share the next steps. Please come join us.
Thank you, Vicki. And I had the fortunate opportunity to attend one of these sessions 2 weeks ago, and it's great. Like, there's no ideas, no thoughts off limits, and if you truly want this to be the radically inclusive place that we strive for, like, this is your opportunity to speak how we can do that. So thank you, Vicki, and the team that's doing that. All right, our opening words are a poem that I wrote back in 2019 called "The Meaning of Veterans Day." Sitting on a bus, going to the airfield, driving by her as she's 8 months pregnant and crying. The look of desperation on her face as she searches the windows flying by, yearning for one last look of me. A photo to remember where the girls hug you and grin, so it's a good photo to remember. But all you see is the haunted look on their eyes. Huddled at the airport, one daughter cries an uncontrollable moan of loss. One clings to me with a death grip saying, "Please don't leave Daddy," over and over. The third yelling at her, "Stop, you're making Daddy sad." Sneaking out at 3 a.m., cheating your daughters of their goodbye, because that's an easier guilt to live with than another "Please don't go, Daddy." I came prepared. And so now I'd ask everybody to take a moment, gather yourselves as we shift gears a little bit. I'd now like to invite anyone who would like to come up to join us for Together Time. As my daughter Chandani, when she stops crying, does that.
Hello, my name is Chandani Plimbo. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be reading A Paper Hug. Woo. In a second. Hold it up. Daddy's gone to war. He got a letter. Mommy cried, but Daddy said everything would be all right. I choose to serve my country, and now I am needed. We helped him pack, but he didn't need much because he would wear his military clothes. Mommy and I packed surprise packages for him. She said that we would give it to him at the airport. Sorry. While he was at the meeting, we gathered things to help him remember us while he's away. I found a picture of me and one with Daddy and me. Daddy can keep these in his pocket. Daddy likes red licorice, so I put a bag in his box. He likes car magazines, so 2 of them went in the box. I just don't know what else he really needs. Mom told me that he could get pencils and notepaper to write home. He could get shaving cream and soap and a toothbrush wherever he was sent. What else could I put in the box that he won't get while he's away? I went upstairs and laid on my bed. I cried a little because I would really miss him. I just couldn't think of one special thing to put in the box. And then the idea came. I ran to my desk and found paper. I traced both my hands and then cut the handprints out. I raced downstairs to have my mom measure how far it was from the tip of my fingers on one hand to the tip of my fingers on the other hand, while they were stretched out as far as I could stretch. Mom asked what I needed the measurement for, and I just